Grieving is a natural and normal part of life. Every time we experience loss, there is an element of grieving. So whether you've released a relationship, whether you have watched a family member, friend, loved one transition, or you're dealing with some kind of other loss, this is a beautiful practice and a really good way to acknowledge all the stages of grief in order to help yourself move through them. This is about witnessing. This is about being close to your own emotional experience. And it's a really powerful Kundalini Yoga practice for moving through emotions. So without further ado, let's dive in. But first, my name is Salimah, yoga therapist, and welcome to YogaVision Online. We're using Kundalini Yoga as a technology for healing, for transformation, leadership, and impact. One of the ways we do that is through Kundalini Yoga Teacher Training Program. That's 12 months of online learning, and all the links are below. I'd be delighted if you book a discovery call and become a teacher yourself so that you can use these practices for your benefit as well as for your community. Let's begin now. Sit up tall and straight. Take a moment to align your spine. You could do this practice sitting in a chair or the sofa or on the floor. However way you sit comfortably is where you want to put yourself here. Good. Close your eyes now and gently focus on your breath. I'm right here with you. It's just you and me and everybody else who needs a little bit of relief from the experience of grief. So closing your eyes, take long, deep breaths through the nose and exhale through the nose. We'll do that 3 times together. Inhale very deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale one more time. Press your palms together at the center of your chest. Here we're using a mantra, the Adi mantra, to tune in, to bring ourselves to awareness using a sound vibration. The sounds are Ong, Namo, Gurudev Namo. I bow to the teacher within. I call on my highest consciousness. Sitting up tall and straight. Close your eyes now and listen to the sound, or join me if you're familiar with this mantra. Inhale very deeply. Think about raising the energy all the way up through the top of your head. Exhale, release. Inhale very deeply. Feel the energy coming all the way up through your spine. Hold the breath. Focus in between the eyebrows. Hold the energy there. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale, and let's tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Gurudev Namo. Last one. Om Gurudev Namo. Inhale very deeply. Feel the sound vibration surrounding you. This is the sacred language of Gurmukhi. Softly relax your hands all the way down. Acknowledging for a moment this 1,000-year-old practice that is coming in helpful today. Let's begin with a series of warm-up exercises, just 2 or 3. Get the body moving and relaxed in order to sit for each part of this meditation. So here we begin with spinal flex. Inhale, flex the spine forward, reach the chin upwards, and as you exhale, round the spine, look towards your knees. Inhaling as you look up, exhaling as you round forward. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling, exhaling. We're here for just 30 seconds. So go ahead and move. Allow your full spine to move as you do this. Notice any places of tension. Notice any places of stiffness. And do your best to target the movement into those areas. Last two. And last one. Come all the way up to a seated position. Relax your shoulders. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Good. From here, we're working on the shoulders now. And this is generally in the front of the chest, and the shoulders is where we hold the emotion of sadness or grief. And so we're taking a moment now physically to release. So we're going to move each shoulder independently, making big circles here. I'm moving backwards. You can move in any way that works best for you. Just taking some time to release. And you notice that your body might be holding a little bit of tension, and either it could be very painful to do this, or you're welcoming a feeling of relief. Ah, finally. Also, just to say here that as you practice, if tears come, or laughter comes, or a memory comes, please know that that's perfectly fine. All is welcome, and there's nothing to hide from. Last few seconds in this direction. Inhale very deeply, come all the way up, and exhale. I'm going to move in the opposite direction now, allowing the body to move in a way that flows and keeps everything relaxed. Inhale very deeply. Bring your shoulders all the way up, and exhale. I felt a little crackling in my body. You might be feeling that too. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale as you circle all the way to the back, and then drop your chin towards your chest. Inhaling as you circle back, and exhaling as you draw your chin towards your chest. Just doing a few rounds of this in one direction. And if you notice a little tenderness here, I invite you to move slowly, go gracefully, so that these movements feel like a release or a relief rather than punishment or inflicting pain of any kind. Inhale very deeply, come to center, and exhale. Drop your ear to the opposite direction, and then move in the opposite direction. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Make this the last one. And come all the way up to a tall, straight spine. Make any adjustments to your seated position. So if you're on a chair, you may want to bring yourself to the middle of your chair or to the front of your chair so that you're using your body to hold yourself up. Of course, if that's not possible, you can always lean up against the back of the chair, but you might need a little bit of room to move freely. You can do this on the bed or on the floor. Find a comfortable spot, make yourself feel very balanced and relaxed. Do that with props and blocks and any pillows or cushions that you might need in order to make this really comfortable. There are 3 parts of this meditation. Each one will be practicing for just about 5 minutes. And so as you go through that experience, know that you can take breaks as you need to. And at the same time, if you can press yourself into the practice a little bit more each and every day, you'll notice that the relief comes sooner, comes quicker, And also, you become more familiar, so you may find that the movements also become easier. For the first part of this practice, bring your left hand up against the center of your chest, and your right hand you're cupping as if you were holding water. And now start to flick your wrist behind your shoulder as if you were throwing water behind you. Water is a symbol of flow, a symbol of healing. You've probably had an experience where you've washed your face or taken a shower or a bath and felt quite cleansed and renewed. And so as you create this movement, bring that element of recollection back to you. I'm going to stay quiet now for a little bit of time. Close your eyes down, look to the tip of your nose as best you can. And if it feels uncomfortable to focus on the tip of your nose, just look down slightly, look towards your lap. Let's begin the focused experience of this part of today's practice. Using your hand and your wrist to flick water behind you. Think of water as a symbol of rejuvenating, refreshing, and then even bringing memories behind you, putting the past behind you. Feel your left hand on your heart space and continue to move in a consistent way with your right hand. The stages of grief there are about 8 stages. I like to think of them more as layers. I like to think of them more as experiences. And they are denial, not believing what's happened, anger, feeling rage about the circumstances, how it happened, when it happened, some bargaining, if only, or if I could, or how about if I did this and bring my loved one or the relationship or the experience back to me. And then generally following is a period of depression, where we're starting to move into a place of realizing and recognizing that whatever was lost is not coming back. Then acceptance. Okay, this is the truth of what's happening. And then finally, finding meaning. You can read more about these stages with one book called On Grief and Grieving by David Kessler. There are many other books on this topic. That's one that comes to mind to offer as a resource. It's also important to note here that every community, every cultural system, every religion, every place in the world experiences grieving differently with different rituals. So however that lands for you, please take it from here. Continuing for just about another minute. Last 3, last 2, and last 1. Keep both hands over your heart space. Take a deep inhale. Press all your muscles together. Press, press, press. And then powerfully through the nose, through the mouth, let it go. Exhale. Inhale very deeply through the nose. Tense and hold all of your muscles. Exhale. And one more time, take a deep inhale. Press, 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 hold, hold, hold. And exhale. Beautiful. All right, first part is done. And that's what 5 minutes-ish feels like. Let's move on to the next part of this practice. And this includes a little bit of mantra and movement of the mudra, of a mudra. And so let's go through that now. The mudra is to hold your hands up at about a 60-degree angle. So not flat out in front, but cut out to the sides. So your elbows are hugging the rib cage. You're feeling yourself hug yourself. And then bring your ring finger to your thumb. And you're touching the thumb on top of the middle finger. And we're going to create a flicking sound and a flicking motion. So hopefully you can hear that on the video. But also we're going to be adding a mantra. So you can go ahead and start this part, which is to create a flicking experience with your fingers. This is the mudra for this segment. Now we're introducing a mantra, and the mantra is Har. And as you chant Har, flicking the fingers at the same time. The sound Har asks you to flip your tongue on top of the roof of your mouth. That's how you really get everything going. Again, focusing on the tip of your nose or looking downwards best you can. And we start in a very rhythmic way. Har, 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 hard, 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 hard. Inhale very deeply. Squeeze, tense, and hold all your muscles. Squeeze, tense, hold. Exhale. Inhale very deeply. Squeeze, tense, hold. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, squeeze, tense, hold. Exhale. And one more time. Squeeze, tense, hold. Beautiful. Sit for a moment. Relax. Notice your experience so far. What's happened in the last 10, 15 minutes? Good. We talked about stages of grieving and lots of different experience of emotion that could come up. And I want to say that it's true that all of you could feel all of that in an hour or in a day or in a month, or maybe you say solidly focused on one or two of them over the course of a little bit of time. And then as things evolve, you move into a different aspect. So just know that getting close to our emotions now is a really important factor. We're moving on now to the final part of the practice, and we'll be using that same mantra, har, H-A-R, with a little flick on the top of the tongue. This is calling on the infinite. So God consciousness, oneness, the creative self, the creative oversoul, however way you like to think about it. You can use the word God too. All of that is getting harnessed and called in the practice. For the next part, we're going to take both of our arms and cross them over each other. And now we're going to get a little bit more vigorous or rigorous, however way you pronounce it, in our practice. So as we cross over, we're again using the mantra, Har. Palms are facing down, so you can see my hands here. Palms are facing down, and we're opening and closing this mudra, this arm position, so that we can open the heart space and also to calm the nervous system. Let's begin now. Har, 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 hard, 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 hard. Inhale very deeply, squeeze, tense, hold all your muscles. Exhale through the mouth powerfully. Inhale very deeply. Exhale. One more time, inhale very deeply. Sit for a moment, catch your breath. Notice which parts of the practice challenged you more than others, where you might have felt heat in your body, where memories might have surfaced more. And know that all of this has been so good for your nervous system to allow repetition and the practice to allow you to release. Oftentimes we're holding emotions inwards. Chemically, they sit in our bodies. And when you have a chance to release, it feels a lot better. I hope you're feeling better. today, right now, after this practice. And if you have other questions, you can always drop a comment below. You can also reach out to me if you like a little bit more one-on-one support. We're going to close the practice now, and we do that with a long sat, short nam. Inhale very deeply. Sa. Nam. Sa. Nam. Sa. Nam. Please ground yourself, bring your forehead and your palms to the ground, closing off the energy of today's practice. My name is Salimah, yoga therapist. And as I was saying before, if you have comments or questions or you'd like to get in touch with me, just drop a comment below and I'll be sure to respond to your comments. And if you found this practice helpful, please like, subscribe, share this with your friends and family who may need a little bit of relief as well. And of course, until next time, lots of love. Bye for now.